Wyan, I'm home, he said, closing the home door and walking in the living room. Wyan? He again called his wife, but no answer. Frowning, he got up from the couch, removing his coat and opening the cuff buttons of his white shirts and first button. He heard noises from the kitchen. Wyan, are you in the kitchen? He walked towards the kitchen thinking what you must be doing there because you don't know how to cook. Jungkook has hired a chef after marriage for cooking and she must have left after making dinner. Then what you have to do there? He entered the kitchen, but by watching the condition he knew what the upcoming scene was. The floor was all spread on the floor and a pan was also on the floor upside down. Utensils in the kitchen were all dirty and spread here and there. While some vegetables and sugar were spread on the kitchen shelf, poor them looked like someone had spiritually them. Jungkook's eyes went up to the person standing in front of him. He sighed and shook his head at his wife, who was now full of flour from top to bottom. Her hair had a leaf of vegetable in it, and her face was decorated with sauce and chocolate. The heck she tried to make and ended up like this. I just tried to bake a cake for you, he said in a low and sad voice, just like a kid when he or she can't have their favorite toy. With the most innocent face, you looked at him so he will not scold you. Wyan, now why did you want to bake a cake so suddenly? He asked and walked to you, trying not to trip on something. He reached you and brushed your hair, picking the leaf out. And what the heck is this leaf doing in baking a cake? He asked, all confused, while you dusted your dress. I saw this recipe in YT 5 minutes craft video and these leaves were for decoration. Jungkook sighed heavily at his silly but cute wife. He cupped your cheek and made you look at him. Why were you doing it? Wyan looked up and then looked in his eyes. It's just, she bit her lip. Next week it's your birthday, so I wanted to make something by myself, so I decided to learn a week ago. You made a pout while he chuckled. And this idea must not be yours. You shook your head and he knew it too. In morning, you placed a tray of snacks and cold drink on the table and sat up on the couch properly in front of 6 men. So now tell me, what should we do for Jungkook's birthday? You asked excitedly, but it looks like these 6 men were more interested in food in front of them. Their eyes were only looking at the food. You guys can have it first. As you said, they started to pick and eat everything. You blinked your eyes at them, where the whole world gives example of their friendship, and here these dogs are fighting over some snacks. They can even sell each other for a free coupon card. Then how the heck did they become this successful with this behavior? This will always stay as mystery like other shit. So you wanted some opinions about Gook's birthday? He asked while munching on snacks. You nodded quickly. I want this birthday to become so special. Oh, wine is so sweet, thinking this much about our cookie, but this pastry is more sweet. Wine, I have a super duper idea. What? He placed the chips on the tray bag and sat straight like he was ready to give a speech. Men always like good and naughty things. As he completed his sentence, other boys huffed because they know what he was up to say. But you were listening to him so attentively. Wear some good clothes and have a clear night. He dusted his hand like he did such a hard work. Wow, Pa, I have searched this all and this was the most typical type idea. Even Tanny can give me a better idea. You picked Tanny up, who was just passing in front of you quietly, but poor thing, now you already caught him. Jimin made an offended face, but continued eating. That's right, I have a better idea. The floor covered Caribbean. Sounds so English. What's that? He can talk in English? An individual of any age can expect to have their birthday celebrated by having huge amounts of flour thrown at them by friends and family. What's exciting is that the person will be covered in water first, making it extremely difficult to remove the flour. He clapped his hands together while you all huffed except him. He can simply throw a pot of flour in Jungkook and he will first try to taste it by licking it and then he will throw flour at you with double amount. Then he will wash up. They all nodded, agreeing with Jin. Gift him a book about a good relationship or take him to a museum. But I want to give him an exciting gift, not a sleeping therapy. He will fall asleep in the middle way to the museum, or impouted and hardly bites the cookie. Push him from the building. He always say he likes Iron Man. Let's see if the Iron Man can save him. Suga, he's an Iron Man, not a Spider-Man. Then just push him. He will feel excited going down from 15th floor to the first floor. They all gulped and scooted a little away from Suga. Whiny wear a Cinderella dress and pamper him like a prince. Oh, such a cute idea, but he will say, I'm not a baby. Correct? Enough is enough. Jin yelled, making all of them flinch. Whiny, leave these shitty ideas and do something that you haven't done in your life before and that can make you more happy and excited too. That I haven't done in my life before, you thought. To be honest, man, your chef's baking is hella good. He complimented and he gave a thumbs up to him, agreeing. Yes, chef. What? Ryan can't give a chef to cook on his birthday. Jin face palmed. I'm talking about baking. Ryan learned baking before his birthday and making a cake also cooked good for him. Our cookie is a foodie. He will really like it when you cook it. You smile shyly. This is the best idea ever. They all clapped while Jin bowed, taking all the credit of the idea. Let's learn how to bake now. So this all happened. You told him everything that happened in the morning and how boys were here to give you new ideas. You going really sad to throw me from the building? He pointed at himself, asking. You nodded, sitting in the bed with him. He looked at the balcony in front of him and gulped. You better not ask for some ideas from Sugahyun. He laughed at his cute, scary face. Oh, baby Cookie is scared? He looked at you with his sharp eyes. You gulped and gripped the bedsheet up to your chest. Let's sleep. Tomorrow you have office to go. Saying this, he led while he was still looking at you, making you all nervous. But suddenly, he threw the bedsheets away from your grip and hovered above you. Tomorrow, I'll teach you how to do baking. He said, and you smiled excited, but your smile turned into shock when your lips looked so lonely. Would they like to meet mine? He leaned in to start your and his heavenly night. Next day, wearing a perfect apron, you collected all the ingredients and utensils that you wrote in a list. When he was going to office in the morning, you were holding that list and placing each thing on the shelf. It will be a chocolate cake. Wow, my favorite flavor. You placed the list on the side, hearing the doorbell. You came out of the kitchen into the living room. Your husband was already in the living room standing. You backpacked him, caging him tightly in your arms from behind. Looked like someone missed me so much. He chuckled while you loosed your arms and helped him to remove his coat. He turned and faced you while you squatted to him, opening his tie and upper button of shirt. Now good. Get fresh, then let's bake cake together. You jumped in excitement. He pulled you to him by your vest, placing your hands on his chest. He leaned to your ear. Looked like I did my job well. You're jumping too with walking. Your face was now all red, thinking about last night. He can't leave a chance to make you blushing mess and shy so openly. Get fresh fast. You ran into the kitchen while he chuckled at your shy behavior. So cute. After a few minutes, you came into the kitchen while you were checking the ingredients. He hugged you from behind. You are here? Let's start. Now before starting, you have to give me a good. Good? He nodded and leaned to you, making pouty lips for. You wanted to laugh so hard at his cute face, but controlled it and pecked his lips. Yeah, what was that? You said normally his cough. Look, like after this many nights, you still don't know the difference between peck and. He said, raising his eyebrow, but right now we need to focus on baking, not. Then I want something in return for teaching every step as a fee. You will take fee from me, you pouted, but he nodded. With every step you'll me, not pick, he said, bolding the kiss word. Okay, whatever, you said, finally ready to learn. Okay, first mix dry ingredients. Let's preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then let's mix together our dry ingredients with a whisk or a shifter. And make sure to break up any cocoa clumps that might be in there. You started to do every step by step so carefully, not like yesterday. He was guiding you like a teacher, how to mix each ingredient and blend the ingredients with a whisk. Now what? My lips. He pointed his finger at his pink lips. You sighed. What a shameless husband I have. I know, right? Just perfect husband material. You laughed and connected your lips with his. He started to devour your lips until you tapped his shoulder. He broke it. Jungkook, don't forget what we are doing here. He blinked, sulking. Now let's add our milk, oil, eggs and vanilla extract and use a hand mixture to mix the ingredients. The batter will be very thick at this point. Then lastly add very hot water slowly while the mixer is on low until it is all incorporated. Your batter will be kind of runny, which is good. Use a spatula to scratch the sides. He gave you a hand of help in being all serious. He noted and questioned that every girl is as lucky as you, or it's just you who got this blessed. Ryan, yeah, it's done. You looked at the mixture and it was done. You giggled at your hard work. Just doing other stuff he taught you and you did very smoothly. He should be a chef and open his own bakery. While his... Oh god, this man is literally obsessed with our lips now. Now time to make a yummy chocolate buttercream frosting. First, in a large bowl cream together, you soften your butter with your cocoa powder using a mixture, then add all these ingredients in it. You may not eat all of the milk, it just depends on how you want your frosting. Now mix it, and you did what he said. Alright, our frosting is ready to go. Now frost the cake with butternut, he said, and was about to pick the butter, but you held his shirt and placed your lips on his. He was shocked at first because you did it first time. First time you took this type of action by yourself. He was happy that you were so comfortable with him, your arms circling around his neck, and he pressed your head more in. Hearing the sound of your mold, he got more turn. Grabbing your vest, he placed you on the kitchen shelf, standing between his lips. Didn't left you or another anyone of you want to be separated. You gasped when his lips traveled to your jawline. Gripping his hair tightly, you tilted your head until you fell on your neck. It was his fingers filled with chocolate mixture that you both made for frosting. The cake just now, he trailed them on your neck, his trail down from your jaw neck. You were breathing heavily while his were devouring your milky chocolate skin now. You both were so busy in your erotic session that didn't notice the bell ringing outside. Meanwhile, outside the apartment, I think that they have opened the door until now. But Jimin got spanked in his head. Shut up, we should just open the door. We know the password. What if they are not home? They are. Just 10 minutes ago I talked to Gook. Then let's break the door. All of them looked at RM. Get aside, side. He did boys aside and typed the password at the door and got unlocked. They entered in the living room, not finding both of you in your room too. They got confused. What do you think? Where should they be? I thought they must be shouting to help. And he giggled while other gave him disgusting expressions. We didn't look to kitchen side. I'm staying here in the living room. You all go. He slept on the couch while other walked to the kitchen side. Are they cooking in the kitchen? No, they will be making babies in kitchen. Thani is hungry. Stop lying, Tay. He isn't even with you. Just say you are hungry. While talking, they walked inside the kitchen but froze at the scene. First time in life, Jimin was right. People can make babies in kitchen too? Wow. I should have covered Thani's eyes, but he isn't with me, so I'll stand like this. You all always make fun of me, and in the end I'm always right. But then, John Jungkookff, is that how I raised you? You both flinched and jumped down from the shelf. Thank God both of you were wearing clothes still. Just Jungkook's shirt button were open. Hyunga was teaching Vine how to bake a cake. Or how to bake babies. Bake babies, wow. Jungkook, stop running and come here. You all, I made this chocolate cake.